What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? MonkeyFlop here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to clean your PlayStation 4 Pro properly without voiding the warranty and things like that. Now, like I said in my previous video, if you don't feel comfortable opening this up in the first place, don't do it at all. Just opening this up is pretty easy, and it doesn't take too much work to actually just pop it open. But if you're not comfortable with it, or you're worried that you're going to screw something up, stop, don't do it, and let somebody else take care of it for you. Previously, I did a video on how to clean your PlayStation 4 Slim, and a lot of people asked me what are the pros and cons, and we'll be getting into that at the end of the video. A lot of people that come to these videos, they want to see, like, get right into it, so we're going to get right into it. If you guys do appreciate this, make sure to subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. Likes do help out tremendously. And comment, let me know, does this help you? Do you have any questions? Anything like that. But first off, this is my PlayStation 4 Pro, and well, it has never been cleaned. I've had it for a little over a year now since I've upgraded, and I have cats. So this is going to be interesting. I usually try to maintain it and keep it dusted throughout the year, and really I recommend you do this only about once a year, and throughout the year you can still keep the edges clean. Make sure you have these all dusted and cleaned, so that way it has enough room to breathe. But first off, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to pop off the top cover. Now, this does not void your warranty at all. On the right side, you're gonna press up, and it's gonna feel like you're gonna break it, but it's not. And then on the other side, you're gonna press up, and it's just gonna click out of place. So typically when you open it, you do the right and the left side, and then the middle, and then it should just slide off from the back. Now, on the back of this, you're gonna have these two little things that are gonna be kind of holding on to here. Just make sure when you open it, you slide it this way. So this is the hood. It's not really that dirty, but I can already see some dust inside here, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, I do have a toothbrush, and I do have some Q-tips as well, which we're gonna be using to clean the PS4 Pro, and kind of breaking up some of the dirt and grime. So I will let you guys see under the hood, and that is my fan currently. Typically keep the edges and the air ducts clean throughout the year, so I think that has helped. But what I'm going to do, what I always start off with, is I kind of break up the dirt and the grime and the dust in between, just to kind of like break it up, so that way when we use the air, we don't use too much, because it's not really healthy for you. If you have a vacuum, you can use a vacuum too. Anything that kind of blows out, you can use as well. Or even if you want to use it just to suck up whatever mess you have, then you can do that too. And then for the USBs, mine do get kind of dirty, so I'm going to go in a little bit and kind of clean those up. So for this part, I'm just going to use compressed air, and we're going to blow in, and it's going to blow the dust out of the console. On the sides, what I typically like to do is I kind of like to spray out. And you don't have to use too much of this because it is really compressed. It's really compressed air, so you don't have to use too much. I would say actually use it sparingly. Oh wow, that is a lot of dust built up inside of this bad boy. Right out of the console, you can see a little bit just flew on top of there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some Q-tips, and I'm going to clean the fans, in between the fans, really good, nice and neat. How detailed you want to be, you can go in and clean each section of your little air ducts to get the maximum out of this cleaning your PlayStation 4 Pro. A couple of tips that I want to give you guys: if you guys are using compressed air, the more you use it, the colder it gets, and it will blow off some liquid discharge. That is normal for these, but if it happens to your PS4, I would wait for this to go back to room temperature. And if you accidentally squirt a little bit on there, which I don't know if you could see on the table, but it is really liquefied right now. So if any of that gets onto your PS4, just wait to plug it in. Don't plug it in right after you use this little stuff here. And as you guys can see, I did a pretty decent job at cleaning the fan. Not too bad, I should say. And then I cleaned up the sides of the air ducts and stuff like that. I also cleaned the back where all of the ports and stuff go as well. And a lot of people are concerned about cleaning their PlayStation 4. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you open it up and you don't see that much dust, then you don't have to worry about going in and cleaning the heatsink, the power supply, or anything like that. Most of the dust buildup is going to be generally in the fan. And then, so just make sure you clean the fan. And then if you guys do use compressed air, just kind of blow out, kind of like I did right there. Just blow out, so that way you blow the dust out. As far as the fan goes, don't worry about that, because when you blow it, it's gonna come out anyways. If you guys are really concerned, you guys can grab a vacuum, which I have right here, and you can just use a vacuum to suck up any of the dust that kind of flies in the air. And then the last thing is just make sure you clean the inside of your casing here. That's really important too, because you can go and clean this, but then if you have a big old cake of dust on this, there's kind of no point. So I'm going to really quickly dust this off, and then we're going to put it back together and wrap this video up. So blow off all the existing dust. I'm going to wipe off the top for beautification purposes, but like I said in the beginning of the video, you do have these little two little things at the end here that will get in the way if you try to put this on the wrong way. So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be going with the back first, sliding that in place. Once that is all the way in place, then we are going to go over the top and we're going to press it in. And like I said in the beginning of the video, it might feel like you're breaking it, but you're not. These are just clips, plastic clips that clip it back into place. Once you clip the front on like I did, you're gonna have to click the sides as well. You're gonna hear a little click on that as well. I recommend cleaning the top. You can use just a regular rag, or if you have if you want to use wet wipes like I do, sometimes you can use wet wipes just on the top though. You don't want to get any liquid or anything on the inside, but it helps clean off the surface of this. But ladies and gentlemen, that's actually going to do it for me in this video. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Make sure to hit a like if you guys are new. Like I said at the beginning of the video, hit that subscribe button, bell notification, and I will see you guys in the next news update. If you guys want to see any more tutorials on how to clean your PlayStation 4 Pro, let me know in those comments section below. You guys, freaking awesome.